Okay, in this video we're going to look at for loops. In previous videos I've shown you how to create objects, so I've just done that here. I've just put instantiate cube. I've got my copy to my game object cube, and if we go into Unity, see my main camera has a script, and there's nothing in the scene apart from the main camera directional light. Hit play, and it's going to create my cube just there. Actually, I'm going to change that real quick and just put, we will make it new vector 3, and let's just make it the origin, so 0, 0, 0, and turned identity, just so then it's similar to how you're used to. So now we've got that, we can go back to Unity, play that again. And here you go, it's a bit closer. That cube, if we click on it now, you can now see it's at 0, 0, 0. Fantastic. So for loops. For loops are used to do code multiple times. So it's just a way to make, for example, this line happen 10 times. So we're just going to do that now. So for a for loop, we say for, we put some brackets in. For loops are created with 3 different parts. So we start off with creating a variable. So we're going to create a variable called I, and we're going to set it to be equal to 0 for now. This is going to be our counter variable, so that's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, up to whatever we want. We've then got an if statement as the second thing. So this is, let's do 10. So this section here is an if statement. So if I is smaller than 10, it will run the code. And of course, I is set to 0 as our integer. And now we're going to say that each time we're going to do it, increase I. I'm just going to pop this in brackets, and it's nicer and easier to read. So in the start function, which we know happens as soon as the game is run, we're going to go for, whilst I is less than 10, I is initially set to 0, and every time we do this code, we're going to increase I. So that's just what that means. I++ is just add 1 to I. And I'm also going to delete the function update, we don't need that. So even though this is only happening once, as we know, the start function only has once right at the start of the game, this code is going to happen 10 times because of this for loop. So let's play that. And over here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. So that works, that's great. Now, I actually want to change this slightly, so then each cube we can actually see in a row, so it's going to go along a bit for each one. So what I'm going to say is that in my x value, I'm going to put, not 1, I'm going to put I. So each time this goes through and increases I, our blocks are going to be, our cubes are going to be slightly further away from each other. Fantastic. We can go through 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, looking here by the way, 2, 3, 4, all the way along, which is exactly what we wanted. I'm going to make it so there's a bit of a gap in between them, so let's just times that by, I don't know, 4. So the asterisk is for multiply, it means multiply. There you go, let's pop into the scene. Fantastic, we've created 10 cubes, all separated a little bit farther away from each other. You can see 0, 4, 8, 12, and so on. So that It's as easy as that is. Easy peasy. That's for loops done.